Hi members, welcome to the first video in the premium section. This is a New Zealand yen chart and I want to talk about the false breaks, not fakies, just a false break in the market, and also the pin bar. Now pin bars are, they're so obvious, they're everywhere, but when do you trade them, how do you trade them? That's why you bought the course. You want to know how to manage your money within these signals. In this entire sample of data that we've got in front of us, there's probably only 3 trades, and let's just see to the sell side. There was a pin bar right there. That's a fakie on the sell side, and we've now got a nice pin bar formation at the bottom, so there were some long signals there. Now I guess you're asking, the first question most people ask is, well, you tell your members to trade with the trend only, and that would have got you in on these ones right here. But if you're trading the trend, you wouldn't have gotten on these long signals here. Now this is where advanced price action is great, because I can tell you right now that this is a very obvious pattern to go long. When you have a first low, a bounce, and then a retest, and then a pin bar, this is actually a false break, because it broke the low right here. You see it broke the low just by, say, 100 pips, and then snap back up, and that is a pin bar at support. The second confirmation was this, see this inside bar structure here, and then the move down and then straight back up. It's a shakeout, it's a false move, and that was almost a fakie. I mean, I'd call that a fakie right there. It has to be. You've got all these inside bars and a false move, but really, because we're looking in hindsight, if I take the chart over to the side, we only would have had that bar right there. So you've got this signal. Where do you get in? Alright, so I'm going to look at the 50% retracement, somewhere around there, and this is the first time the market tested was here. So your entry's right there, and the logical place for a stop loss is either below that bar or below this bar. Because it's so close, I could get my stop loss easily below this level, and I'm looking for 3-to-1 risk reward, and that's somewhere up here, and the target's just been hit. Or we can let it run and maybe get a 50% retrace of this whole move as the target. Now this trend's still down really until it takes out that 50% level of this entire swing. I'll get to that later, but if you can see that although the trend is down, we're now forming a little bit of a shallowing bottom and starting to turn the corner. It might only be short-lived, and we might get a giant, who knows, a nice big giant pin bar up here somewhere, and the market will just come straight back down as always. I mean, this New Zealand yen's a notorious bear market. It's just one of those markets that you can probably expect more than 50% of the bars to be bearish. Okay, so we know that this short-term up move is probably not going to last, given that the broader trend's down. Alright, so that's the first example of the false breaks. I really like these kind of signals, especially on the fakie. It's just another false move, but this is more of a false break with levels, and you can see right there the market shaked out at 48.66 and it's proceeded to move up. Alright, that's all I've got on this video. I'll talk to you in the next one.